Hello. How's it going? Everybody doing okay? I'm just trying to remember what that song's actually called. I looked it up today, I think. So let's have a quick. I accidentally left my computer auto-playing some songs. I've just got a load of Lobotomy Corp OST songs in my watch history. Oh, maybe it's yesterday then. And then is Heard No More. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it just wasn't very catchy for me. Like, From a Place of Love also tells the story, but it tells it so beautifully. I don't know what it was that made it less catchy for me. I assume, Colin, you're referring to the song Can You See the Other Chat? Yeah, I assume Colin is referring to the pre-stream chat song rather than the other song that we're talking about. Yeah, this song is actually from Shantae and the Seven Sirens, which is a game I played through a couple of months ago and really, really enjoyed. And this is one of the songs from it. It's like there's, you get like heart squids that upgrade your health, and you go to a specific person to improve your health with them. And it's one room. I mean, there are like one in each town, but there's like one room that plays this song on loop. And it's like, it's something like a 5-minute song that plays on loop in this one room, but it's the best song in the game. But yeah, fantastic song and a really good game actually. Like, I'd heard mixed to bad things about it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Alright, I guess I better get started. Launch up the game and stuff. So what do you believe the theme is for the abnormalities on the floor of history? I'm not convinced there is a theme for the floors. So, don't know, really. If I believe there's a theme for some of them, I've got to believe there's a theme for all of them, and there are some which I don't see any theme at all, so not much I can say about that. Is that one of the two questions? No theme, just magical girls. But launch this as well. I've remembered that I need to turn the audio back on there. Ah, deafening. Sorry, really loud. Oof. Hey, Mimic. Yeah. Okay. I think we're about ready, aren't we? Of course, we've got a new person as well, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Hello and welcome back to Garin River vs. Library of Ruina Part 17. Yes, we are back here after the success we had last time. We have a ton of abnormalities to fight. I will be doing Malkuth's final episode. But first, I would like to open the stream, as I always do, with an abnormality fight. I really want to beat this one. I have made some slight tweaks. Specifically, Gabora is no longer Yujin. We now have Triple Wang. So I figure we can give this a go. Yeah, and we'll try and Triple Wang this wolf, shall we? Let's get wolf wanging, shall we? Alright, clashing, cool. So, yes, the idea here is to absolutely pound this wolf with smoke. On the first or third one, it's probably going to be the first one. So these are all using the same deck, which I think is... Oh, let me just double check. I think it's a singleton smoke build. But I will just double check that. Yeah, it is. Alright, it's a singleton smoke build. Singleton to get the will of the prescript. Smoke to get the smoke. Alright. Alright, we'll be hitting that first place. So these all have virtually exactly the same stuff. If character has smoke, boost stagger damage by smoke times 10%. Smoke amplifies outgoing damage. On a successful blunt, blunt boosted. Smoke addiction. Yeah, we've got some... They're really built for smoke, these guys. And part of why I want to beat this is because they're tying up a load of good pages that I want back. So I really want to beat this as best we can. So first thing is to try and get as much smoke built up as quickly as possible. Actually, I will have Gabora intercept that, just to get a little bit of pressure off red. Yeah, I know they get +1 power when they get 9 smoke, but I think it's worth it. Okay. Here we go then. Good work, red. Good work, red. Less good work. Come on, Gabora, you got this. Come on, Gabora. Ooh. Yikes. But Wolfie's all smoked up. And only Skier is not. Okay. And sadly, there's no good bloody chance to attack here. So we'll just try and block as much as we can, I guess. Yeah, go for that one. Go for that one. And then get some light. Oh no, don't do that. And get some smoke. Yeah. Nice. Good work. Nice. That's a lot of damage. Okay, now they're both doing bloody mass attacks. great. Mass summation. Mass summation. That's not very... Oh, gain 1 strength for each target hit. That's not actually not that strong. 4 to 8. That's quite easy to dodge. But I suppose that's why it's built the way it is. And that one, however, I do want to dodge. Alright, I guess we're piling everything on there, aren't we? Use 2 smoke. It's got paralysis as well, which is cool. That sounds weird out of context. Inflict some more smoke. Also from that. Project Moon managed to get the Little Red Riding Hood gunshot sounds just right. Yeah, it's a good sound, isn't it? And then we'll also hit a low to get some. Yeah. Yeah, only Skier got hit by that. Nice. I think the smoke build might be the way, because it's down to half and red's barely been touched. Alright, red has actually taken a chunk, but still. You need to draw. You can't afford to draw. You need to draw. It's got 5 paralysis. Nice. Now, we're not doing much stagger damage, but we are whittling it down. Okay. Now he's pissed. Alright, Skier, what have you got? And this one. Same thing. And this one. Yeah. Throw everything on this, would you? Nice. Ooh. Ooh, that's okay. Just don't get Gabora hit again. Don't get hit. Down to 14. I reckon when it staggers, we can just kill it. Because it's going to have less than 100 health. Alright, maybe not. You could replace one of the smokers with a paralysis deck. 2 smokers would be enough to keep him there, and paralysis will prevent him from winning against Big Red. Ooh, interesting. That could work. I like how you're already planning for my failure. Let's get some light. I can't see how much light. 2. It's so hard to see with that bloody covering it. Oh, red has to kill it. I forgot about that. Okay. Red has to kill it. Don't worry, Ethan, it's cool. Gabora's about to bloody... Oh. Yeah, Kabura's going to get staggered by red. Yeah, we'll take this turn to recover a bit. Good. Staggered. Staggered. Oh no! Skier staggered as well. Okay. Alright, he's staggered. He's down to 54. Are you going to do enough? If we assume minimum, 10, 16. Alright, what about maximum? 20, 34. Wow, even that's not enough. Alright, if that does maximum, that'll be, what, 38? Yeah, alright, I think this is the plan. Don't. What, you think it's going to do extra damage? Oh, because of the smoke. I forgot about the smoke. So that's going to take 35% extra damage. I almost forgot about the smoke. Bloody percentages. Alright. Can she kill it? I don't think she can. Because it needs to be almost doubled. Alright, if I hit with that. Yes! Oh. Oh my god. There we go. That has haunted me. This has haunted me for so long. You there, Mum? I brought you a few books, Mum. Leave them there, I'll take a look in a bit. I am very sincerely sorry for my insolence earlier, Miss Red Mist, Mum. Cut the flattery, you and I pretty much in the same shoes here. Are you actually the Red Mist? I heard a lot of stories about her, but I never really got to meet her since we worked in completely different areas of the city. Believe whatever you want, the whole Red Mist buzz is nothing but a hollow shell now. I mean, not that I don't believe you or anything. It just feels unreal that a legendary fixer is standing here with me. I died trying to protect my colleagues in my first life. In that laboratory in the outskirts? Yep. And my second life, I was woken up in Lobotomy Corporation with a blurry memory of the past. Where was your zone of activity anyway? East of the city. I was on the western side, no wonder we never ran into each other. I got a question about one of the legends of the Red Mist. Do you take questions, Mom? What is it? The one about slaughtering 5 proxies of the Index alone. Ah, the Index. Been a while since I heard one of those rancid titles of the back streets. The vexing memories. Yep, I did. I took down 5 proxies and 3 messengers of the Index to be precise. Damn, you really are awesome, Mom. I didn't say anything about the messages just to make sure, and you got that right too. 10 years have passed in the outside world since I disappeared, I heard. The city and the back streets are still the same as before, aren't they? As in, dirt poor people killing and stealing from each other and living in constant fear that someone might assault them? Damn, so it is no different. Pretty much. The tools and methods may have changed from 10 years ago, but basically the same sort of things have been going on. Laughable, isn't it? I went through all the heavy hassle hoping to change that, but it was to no avail. But there's a fine new sandwich franchise called Ham Ham Pang Pang that's been expanding into each district in the backstreet lately, which has been a huge boost to the quality of life. The venue you're planning to visit for a special sandwich before you got kidnapped here? Yeah, I'm still salty over it. Damn that salty Ham Ham Pang Pang. Glad to hear that there's some improvements at least. I hate the back streets. As someone born in those slums, every single day of surviving through it was living hell. What district were you from? 23. That's more than understandable. Thinking about all those old memories is giving me heartburn. Maybe I should go fetch some liquor from Netzach. I'll sort out the books you brought myself so you can go now. Alright, you don't seem to be in the mood to talk anymore anyway. Oh, and thanks for the books. I'm just doing my job. And one more thing. What now? Can I get a selfie? I mean, can I join you in borrowing some alcohol from Nets? If you insist. The alcohol, not the selfie. Ah, yes! Finally! Hey Nathan, you missed me defeat Red. Well, help Red defeat her inner demons, I guess. The wolf's death is the one and only thing I can love in my life. Between us, there's no victory to be won. All I think about is how I'll kill that bastard in a way more gruesome and painful than the last time. I got used to grinding the axe instead of picking flowers when I was 15! Wow. Mark the first enemy that is attacked by this librarian. Deal 2 to 6 damage when attacking the marked foe. Cool. At the end of the scene, each gains strength based on the amount of damage taken. Wow. 1 strength per 5 damage. Oh, only up to 2. If the librarian's health is at 50, 35, and 25% or lower, gain 1, 2, and 4 strength each scene. Whoa. Oh, wow. Hang on. Combine that with Eugen. Just get that straight away. I mean, it's a 2, but put that on Eugen, and she's just bloody playing at 4 strength. Yikes-o. And we already have the next one unlocked. The big and will be bad wolf. Let's have a look, shall we? What was Ron's accent? So you never got to see the other sides because you were a new recruit? Let me tell you how ferocious it looked. This guy looks pretty docile. Maybe the scary wolf is just Red Hood's delusion. Heads up, it's not as weak as it seems now. Well, they may have things in common, but a theme implies everything on the floor is connected. You know, so they're obviously like I know that there is probably the Alice in Wonderland ones which just said that kind of thing, but that doesn't mean his theme is Alice in Wonderland, because you know he doesn't have the red feet, for example, the red shoes, which I know are not technically Alice in Wonderland, but yeah. So what's his deal? 2 speed, roll of the wolf. Every 2 scenes, use a combat page that swallows the target on hit. They're excluded from battle for the next scene. After swallowing a librarian, all stagger damage changes to fatal. If the wolf is staggered, expel the librarian. If the librarian loses 25% of their max health and becomes staggered. If the wolf does not get staggered after it swallows the librarian is killed and the wolf transforms. Ha. The wolf will also transform if its HP is at 50% or lower. Great, so we do have to fight it when it transforms. Righto. Alright, well I'm not going to do that right now. I will be nicking the smoke build and probably putting it on Chesed, because I haven't built these. Because I think the smoke build would work against the warm-hearted woodsman. We also have a new one for Tifereth, the King of Greed. We have Alriun for Netzach, and Funeral of Dead Butterflies. Because we unlocked a ton of them and I didn't even look at them before we ended the stream last time. But, before we go on to those, I promised we would do Malkuth's Malkuth's final episode. So we will do that. Here we go. How has the compilation of history been going? I came over with Angela this time. I'm here. Hi, Malkuth. I'm right behind you. Can you see me? Oh, I didn't see you there. She says the time has come for this flora, whatever that means. Doesn't sound ominous at all. Angela, I won't be afraid of facing you anymore. Do as you wish. I care little about what you think of me. What I want is a progress report on the compilation of history you've been doing. I guess I knew too little about the city I lived in. I couldn't manage to compile a comprehensive timeline of the city's history. Perhaps it was an impossible task for an inept, talentless over-enthusiast like you, bloody hell. Come on now. All these big and small events seem to form a coherent history, but the gaps between notable events are just so large I can't sort them out clearly. It's like no one properly remembers their history. Or they could be refusing to remember. Refusing to remember? Of course, looking back at the things of the past won't help your present self one bit. That's not at all true, because you learn from the mistakes of the past and that's how you get better for the future. But if we know our past, we can... Ah! Oh, Malkuth and I were on the same wavelength. It could help to an extent. Is that truly worth being reminded of all those painful memories, though? Like I said, people in the city barely have any time to reflect on themselves, and that time has only been getting shorter. So it's going to be even harder to read about things that happened before they were born. Especially those that aren't directly related to them from their books. We can't make a book out of something no one knows. No, I'm sure everyone knows their own history, they just lack the courage to face it. I'll make sure to remember and record everything and fill those gaps. The library, Lobotomy Corporation, and the things that happened before. All of this history inked with blood. Employees and abnormalities, countless repeats of agonies, deaths and neglects. The library was built on top of their graves. And you are no exception, Malkuth. You're right. I'm no different from anyone else, and the same can be said for the rest of the city. All the things we did with Carmen in my first life, all the things I did with you in my second life, I'll carve all that pain and sorrow on my heart. You're the one trying to run away from the past, Angela. You're refusing to face it. What's the point if all those pasts are going to be the same anyway? They would all be minor variations of a human kills another and causes an event, resulting in a change. I suppose the library's history would stand out in that it's the non-humans that are killing humans. I fail to see the significance of the record you're trying to make. But even if the history were a repeating cycle of similar events, you can't guarantee that the future would just be the same. We can't let all the sacrifice and bloodlust go in vain, especially because history repeats itself. The blood spilt in the past opened up the possibilities of the future, so the ones who survived can take those new paths. I'm sure your history began from such a path, Angela. That's easy for you to say. I cannot stand to hear you speak as if you know everything. Attain the will to stand up straight in an ever-repeating history? My beginning. What makes you think you're qualified to talk about my creation? Angela, you're the one refusing to confront your own beginning. There's nothing at all like her. Oh, she's nothing at all like her. But Ayn, surely you already know. Did you put in all that work for a simple vending machine that dispenses soda at the press of a button? Maybe I did after all. At the very least you should give it a name. There is nothing I can do even if you put on a face like that. It's an unspoken rule that the creator names their creation. I couldn't care less about a machine's name. Don't dump your job on someone else, you're the designer. There, the door over there. I'll be waiting for you.
바로 앞에.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
저 문이에요.
There, the door over there. It will be waiting for you. It seemed lonely. You're the machine that must lead us out of the pits of hell.
안겔로스.
Angelus.
엔젤라.
Angela.
아인, 당신을
I remember
기억해요.
you, Ayn.
웃음이 따뜻한 사람이었죠.
You were a person with a warm smile.
결국 기계일 뿐이야.
It's only a machine.
선생님.
Ayn, sir.
제가 무엇을 잘못했나요?
What did I do wrong? Oh.
네가 이해해줘, 엔젤라.
Please understand, Angela.
아직 저분은
He's not
준비가
yet
안 됐을
ready,
뿐이야.
that's all.
시간이 해결해 줄 테니 너무 걱정하지 마.
He just needs a little more time.
벤자민, 한 가지 물어봐도 되나요?
Benjamin, may I ask you a question?
응.
Sure,
내가
I'll
답해줄
answer
수
what I
있는
can.
건 무엇이든.
저에게는 모든
Everything
것이 느리게
seems so
보여요.
slow to me.
당신의
Your
몸짓이
movement
너무나
looks so
느려요.
sluggish.
입을
The
열기까지의
gestures,
순간도
the speech, all of it.
제 몸조차도요.
Even my own body feels slow.
몸이
It's as
생각을
if
못
my
따라가는
body
것만
can't
같아요.
keep up with my mind.
그건 엔젤라.
That's because you were designed to perceive time 100 times slower, Angela.
왜죠?
Why is that?
앞으로 해야 할 일은
You'll find lots of emergencies as you work,
엔젤라.
and you have to be the
네가
first to
누구보다도
react
먼저
to those
그런 상황들에
situations,
대처해야
Angela.
하고, 더구나
What's
네가
more,
보는
you'll
모든
vividly
것을
remember everything you see and
생생하게 기억해야 할
experience.
거야.
그렇군요.
I
제가
see.
맡을 일은 무엇인가요?
What will my work entail exactly?
곧 알게 될
You'll see
거야.
soon enough. No,
너에게는
I suppose it
곧이
won't be
아니겠지.
soon for you.
미안해, 엔젤라.
I'm sorry, Angela.
왜 사과를 하세요?
Why are you apologizing to me?
우리가 그분과
I
너에게
just feel like we've done
몹쓸 짓을
terrible
한
things to
것만
you and
같아.
that person.
내가 몇 가지
Here,
알려줄게.
let me tell you a
이
few
회사와
things about
도시에
this
대해서
corporation in the city.
도시의 뒷골목에서는 청소부들이나
In the back
해결사들이
streets, the likes of sweepers and
속에서
fixers live out their
그들만의
lives
일들을
tangled in
엿보는
vomit
것이다.
and waste, unraveling their sickening tales.
외곽 사람들은
Those who live in the outskirts are still crying out to break into the city.
도시 사람들은
Meanwhile, people in the city throw away their lives trying to belong to a nest.
우리는 이런
And
도시를
we're
바꿀
going to
거야.
change that.
그래서
We have a lot of tasks ahead of us.
왜 당신은 저를 제대로 바라봐주지
Why do you
않나요?
refuse to look at me?
늘
Why do you always turn your
등을
back on
돌린
me?
채.
기계는 기계답게
A machine must behave as a
의문을
machine.
품지 마.
Don't question it.
그렇다면
Then why
왜
did you
의문을
give me the
품도록
capacity to
만들었나요?
question things?
왜 인공지능 윤리
Why
개정안을
did you have to make
어겨가면서
me breaking the
저를
AI
만들어야
ethics
했나요?
amendment?
왜 당신을 기억하는 사람을
Why did you
모방해서
have to
만들어야
model me
했나요?
after a person with fond memories of you?
전 이렇게
I'm here,
당신만을
looking at
바라보고
you, and
있는데
only you.
쳐다보지 마.
Don't look at me.
먼저 말도
Don't speak
걸지
to me
마.
unless I speak to you first.
너는
You'll never be
그
her.
사람이 아니야. 그저 기계일
You're
뿐이야.
just a machine.
벤자민, 제가 기계로 태어난
Benjamin, is
것이
it so wrong
문제일까요?
that I was born a machine?
누군가에게는 문제일 수
It could be a
있지만
problem to
적어도
some, but I don't
나에게는
mind it at least.
네가 어떤 존재인지 결정하는
To
건
me, whether you're a machine or a
기계인가
human
인간이냐가
is not what determines who you really are.
그렇다면 제가 좋은
Then,
마음을
if I worked
가지려고
hard to have a
노력한다면
kind heart, will
그
he
사람은
look back at
절
me?
돌아봐 줄까요?
그럴 거야.
Probably.
언젠가는 말이야.
Eventually.
당신을 믿어볼게요.
I'll trust you,
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
이건 뭐죠?
What is this? It's,
대본이라는 거군요.
it's called a script.
제가 해야
The
할 일,
things I must do.
제가 만들어진 목적.
My purpose.
정말 이대로 계획을
If
진행하면
everything goes as you
우리는
planned, can we really...
당신은
Can you really be
지옥에서
redeemed
구원받을 수
from the
있는
hell you're
건가요?
trapped in?
답해줄 리가 없겠죠.
There's no way you would answer me.
뭐지? 방금 보인 건
What on earth did I just see?
이건
These are Angela's memories.
엔젤라, 괜찮아?
You all right, Angela?
막막함 속에서
Oh, now she's
혼자
pissed.
제멋대로
Oh.
기울었던 주제에
You got yourself lost in the vast sea of desolation and now you think you can lecture me.
적어도 넌
Are you trying to boast to me that you had someone to look after you in the end?
웃기지 마.
Oh! Don't be ridiculous.
말쿠트.
Malkuth, care to tell me what's going on right now?
엔젤라와 도서관
Angela is resonating with the library. The library seems to be reacting to Angela's mental state. I don't exactly know what's happening, but at this rate,
넌 끝에서 외면받지
must be
않아,
nice to
정했어.
you not being neglected at the end.
설마.
Don't tell me it's that monster. No, it looks more like a case of the distortion.
저 모습은
That must be another side of Angela manifesting from her mind with the library's powers.
위험한 분위기가
Looks
물씬
mighty dangerous. What are we supposed to do now?
마음이 물리적으로
If her mind was physically manifested, maybe we could resolve her concerns in a physical way too.
욕한데.
So you're telling me that we can help her out by dealing with her like how we receive guests? You want to beat the shit out of Angela. Completely unrelated, I'm certain.
나도
I'm not too sure myself, but
방법은 하나겠지.
there's only one way to find out, Angela. Here I come.
너무 대책 없이
Whoa,
과감한데.
isn't it a little too reckless? Fascinating. Also, it's not lost on me that when burning is a theme on Malkuth's floor, Angela is burning now. That is an amazing twist. Also, it's the street like the little match girl. Is she going to go through the different abnormalities? She might. But yeah, this is a brilliant twist that we went through Lobco essentially on Angela's side fighting the Sephiroth. And now we're essentially on their side fighting her. That's so cool. 10 to 10. Sorry, I didn't see what that said. She's like a different being altogether. Is it really possible to save her? Well, what happened to her to get into a mess like this? Watch out, let's just focus on saving Angela. You're really treading the line there, Luca, on spoilers, so watch it, basically. Fourth match flame. Moves to the next phase after HP drops to 1. Rekindle flame, lose 25% and get staggered when an ally dies. Lose 1 light upon getting staggered. Okay, so we just gotta beat these up. Okay. Oh no, that means we're gonna have to fight the others as well, but some of those were terrible. I don't want to fight them again. Their stuff again. At least these are relatively low numbers. Although that's the same numbers. Yeah, let's go for some draws. Ishmael. So I rebuilt the people a bit. There was Nathan used to be a discard build, but of course discard isn't very good anymore. So I rebuilt Nathan as a burn build. Ishmael I made, I think she's also a burn build. Melon is a burn build. And Oatmeal is a singleton. I think Nathan's also a singleton burn. Also, Malkuth is now using the what's it called? Crying Children, whereas Ishmael is Salvador. Yeah, intercept that one, would you? Moves to next phase. That worries me. It's gonna be a long battle, I can tell now. Gain a speed die, dice power +2. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Oof. I assume Angela's going to get some powerful moves when her light fills. So we'll see how quickly we can take these out. Yeah, I knew that would be moving around. Alright, well, we've already almost taken 2 of them out. Yeah, she's got 1 card in hand. I'm worried. I'm worried what that's going to be. Melon, I think, is the only one without a speed dice now. I think he's got Yuna's dice. Yuna's page. Will of the Prescript. Blazing Strike. Can only be used at emotion level 3. Ah! Can't afford that. Okay, that one. And then can't afford those. Okay. What's that going to hit me with? Yeah, alright. No, I think I'm best doing this. Ishmael, can you intercept this one for me? Go for that. And then Puppet Blockade on that one. No, don't do that. On that one. Yep. Oh, damn, I forgot she had the, sorry, they had the, prescript things, so they have a preferred type. Forgot. Well, there's 1 dealt with, anyway. Oh yeah, they just killed it anyway. Come on. No, did nothing to that one. Alright, Display of Affection on Malkuth. Oh, she's staggered. Oh, look at her. I do feel bad for her. Thinking we might just go for the kill here. Or at least do a load of damage. Yeah, not bad. No, look at her. The red text is showing a heartbreaking view. Oh, the loneliness and longing were lodged into my heart, but they couldn't burn me. I'm alone in this dark. Yes, I'm buried in the solitude. Angela. for that one. Yeah, let's go for there. Couple of hits. Here. Ishmael. Crack of Dawn. Draw. Oh, Ishmael's taking a beating. Alright. That's all I needed to do though, so they're all just wasting their attacks here. Oh well. I'll get that to Malkuth. Alright, next one. Bear. Wait, what are her other... Well, there's the fairies as well. There's the little match girl, the teddy, the fairies. What are Malkuth's other ones? Can anyone remind me? Because maybe I've just thought of a theme. The red hairband. The only thing about me that resembles her. Oh. I don't know what's going on either, but let's stay sharp. I can't believe Lady Angela is taking a form like that. It was craving for attention. Remember the basics, everyone. Let's do this with no hesitation. Queen Bee. Okay, no. Queen Bee affects... Yeah, that throws me off a bit. I was thinking maybe it's like abandoned. Like the little match girl was alone, the teddy got left behind. The fairies were left to starve. I wasn't left behind at the end. I was abandoned since the beginning. I remember you. You were a person with a warm smile. Right. Sorry, the workers turn on the queen, as in go against her. Sorry, when you just say... the queen does get turned on. That sounds weird. Alright, so... Affection. When the character uses a page, its target is inflicted with affection. If a librarian has 4 or more affection, use the powerful card. Alright. So I've got to separate this out. Not there yet. So separate all of those so that no one's getting too much. And then throw on some extras, so we're just going to have to beat the crap out of her, I guess. Not something I want to do, mind. At least she looks happy, and there's, you know, lovely squeaks going on. She looks almost happy when she's trying to murder me with the giant bear claw. I mean, 5 against 1, you're gonna get murdered, sorry. Oh, 17 burn. For a load of stuff now, I guess. I was abandoned all along, yet I foolishly believed he'd hug me once. Yep, went a bit overkill. Okay, went a lot overkill. Fairies. I feel like these are supposed to be read bottom to top, because Ishmael always seems to be responding to other things people are saying. It's alright, Angela will go back to normal if we unwind her step by step. Hold on, we aren't going to get bitten like that, like back then, right? That's scary, it creeps me out to think she'll eat everything up. Okay, so she'll be back to normal if we keep this up? In any case, I guess so. Ravenous, current damage total. Let's see. If an ally has 20 or less HP, consume it at the start of the scene to recover HP and gain 2 strength. After taking 40 total damage, consume the ally with the lowest health, permanently gain 2 strength. If HP goes down to 50% or lower, restore light to full and add 3 powerful pages. Give the fresh meat status to a random librarian. Wing beat gains +2 power against the character. Okay. So the way here is I can either focus them and go for one at a time, or try and just power through her and hope I can do it before, because it doesn't say anything about restoring stagger, just restoring HP. Yeah, I think I'll try and take out the allies. Oh, her stagger resists are all ineffective. Never mind then. Definitely gonna take out the allies. Starting with this one. Squeaky. Oh, Ishmael is not looking good. I mean, you know, Ishmael is not looking healthy. Had to clarify. Yeah, these aren't very tough. Nice, one down already. Oh, she looks even happier now that she's murdering. When hit, inflict burn and bleed. When attacking a target who already took damage, deal damage and recover HP. I probably should have given that to her. No, I think Ishmael... Oh, she ate one. Yeah, maybe I should have given that to Ishmael, but I feel like she is about to drop. Blood spilt in the past opens up new possibilities. That's nothing more than the leftovers. Things to satiate my hunger, that's what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. So she's not going to do much damage, but she does have strengthen. See if we can take out both the other bugs. Should be able to. Oh, and Melon as well. You get to do something. One more hit on that one and that one's taken out. Good work, Melon. Squeaky, squeaky. Staggered. Good. So if we can kill this one, she can't absorb it. And we've done it. Alright. And then it was just her. Although now she's being hyper aggressive. Did my headset just die? Yes. Just like listening to the music and then suddenly the music stops. Let me just plug it back in. Maybe the fairies represent Angela's mistreatment of her employees as a way to deal with her creator's abandonment. Maybe. Yeah, bloody hell, Ishmael's on 2 HP. You got this, girl. I believe in you. Just don't get hit again. We've still got to deal with the bees after this. Oh no. At least it should only be a 4th phase unless the 5th one is like a... Because there is a 5th abnormality slot. I guess I assumed that would be unlocked after this, but maybe this, like, her 5th one is... Maybe Angela becomes my new abnormality, like, Fairy Bee Fluff Flame Angela. That'd be cool. Fairy Bee Fluff Flame. Where are you? Can you now... Oh, you can! Boom. 6 to 10. Alright, oh no, she doesn't have the strengthen anymore. So yeah, 6 to 10. Gonna annihilate that. Blazing Strike is a really powerful move. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm actually going to turn quick mode off so I can see it in person. For real. Alright, Melon's getting beaten up. Here we go. Oh, that was cool. Alright, quick mode for the rest. She still looks happy even though she's bleeding profusely. If I'm going to be left alone, I'd rather eat it all up. Will a blessing come to me like a fairy if I worked hard to have a kind heart? Only in a fairy tale. Alright, while we're doing this, I'm going to have to block both of those, otherwise Ishmael's dead. While we're doing this, question for you. Do you think Benjamin was wrong to tell her, maybe? Because he gave her hope. Was that wrong? I'm curious what you think. I was about to say, is Angela getting physically bigger? And no, I don't think she is. I think Nathan's just tiny. It might have helped in the moment, but it only made it hurt more later. I don't know, maybe Benjamin thought that it was true. No. I guess that one. I don't think it was wrong. Oh! Ah, the bees! I don't think it was wrong. I think he was just trying to give her the love that Ayan didn't. I'm sure he did think it was true. The man had total faith in Ayan. We need to take a bolder approach. Fight after fight, I'm starting to get tired. No one remembers those who gave their effort to raise the kingdom. It's a truth that repeats on and on. Just how did she get pent up? Attain the will to stand up straight by looking back? You know nothing about my past. Let's just hold out a bit longer. There must have been some serious circumstances for her that we don't know. Let's have a look at her. That looks like Carmen's hair. That looks a lot like Carmen's hair. Oh, apparently there is still another phase. Hornet. Pronatalism. If there are 2 or fewer worker bees, inflict 2 spores. If a librarian dies, summon a spawn. Uses page to boost the aggression and allies every 3 scenes. Target the last foe Angela targeted. Okay, not too powerful though. I mean, these are probably more powerful than she is. Yeah, Melon and Ishmael I think are about to go down. I mean, Ishmael's completely out of cards. Apparently I don't have enough draw in this deck. Because it's not the same deck she was using before, you see? It's, I think Nathan is now wielding the deck Ishmael was wielding, and I think Ishmael's now wielding the deck Malkuth was using, but I could be wrong. Alright, well, we need to win these clashes. Yeah, you're going to win those. Well, definitely going to win the second one. Pierce is getting boosted, so we'll hit with those. Malkuth. Malkuth's almost out of cards. Pages. I guess throw extra attacks on her. Not entirely sure. Nice. Nice. Ooh. Monokuma53 just subscribed. Thank you very much. Ah, you guys are doing really well here. She does look kind of cool, doesn't she? Squeaky, squeaky. I don't think we took a single hit in that round. That was really good, guys. Boost loyalty. Give 2 endurance to all allies, including self. Oof. This fun fact: while this game was in early access, this fight released before passive attribution was added, and it was brutal and bugged. Well, that makes sense, you know, bugs and bees. Yeah. Which was your favourite reception of the tier? To be honest, because I played this over such a long time, I don't remember which ones are in this tier. Oh, Malkuth, come on, you're struggling here. Malkuth needs a better draw. Alright, I'm going to hit you with this. And... then just a load of drawing, I think. Sorry, a load of light. Through with that, and now it's going to hit, and I can't intercept it, so no. Okay, we're going to have to hit Feather Shield on there just to stand a chance. Two to four. No, you're not going to stop us, so there's no chance. Alright. Throw a load of attacks on her then. And Ishmael. No, Ishmael, hang on a turn, would you? Yeah, I think Melon's gone this turn. There he goes. I do look like a watermelon. Nice. Good one, Oatmeal. Oatmeal is unblooded. To be honest, Malkuth's basically unblooded as well. Ooh, nice maneuver. Damn, Nathan. Ooh. Oh, no. Yeah, of course, the spores. We'll use a powerful attack next scene. Thanks for letting me know. No one remembers those who gave their effort. Yeah. What's boosted? Slash. Then the bees could represent the employees turning on her, perpetuating cycle kind of thing. She fed on them and they feed on her. Maybe. Yeah, see, this one bucks the trend, I think. This doesn't quite fit the theme that it seemed to be establishing of lost people. Abandoned. Ooh. It's the only chance of yeah, it's the only chance of Ishmael surviving. I mean, she's got strengthened. Oh, her stagger is weakened. I didn't notice that. Alright. Let's beat the shit out of Angela then, you know, for fun and profit. Can you intercept one of these? That one. It's the only one you can, really. Okay. Nice. Ooh. Ishmael 1-8. No, she died to a thing of burn. But she's staggered now. I think we've got her. 5. One more person hit Angela. There. No, she actually healed a bit. She's gone back up to 9. Okay, good. Loyalty. At the end of a scene, all allies gain strength based on the amount of damage the selected librarian received on the previous scene. Oh! Not sure if I could take any more of this. Well, I should at least try. We'd often trip on the vines that thing planted in the corridors. Green stem. Apple deep in the forest. This is the apple queen, apple Snow White's apple. Wall of vines can't be attacked until 5 wall of vines have been defeated. After all 5 wall of vines have been taken down, resistance changes. Afterwards, they return to normal. Creates a field of vines that spreads over 3 scenes. The amount of bind increases with the width of the vine field. Where's my prince? When it grows to its maximum width, use a powerful mass attack page. Suppression is complete when Angela has been handled. I mean, that sounds really ominous, but okay. I mean, Oatmeal's still doing bloody well, isn't he? On Clash win. Oh, wow. Alright, let's smack through that then. Oh, these are ranged ones. And I can't do anything to her. I mean, that one's a mass individual, but I can't do anything with that at all. I can intercept that one at least. What's boosted? Pierce. Okay. Yep, you're good. Nope, literally nothing I could have done there. Oh, Nathan's not looking happy. At least the wall of vines can't hurt me, except if I lose the clash. This one is the abandoned theme for the Queen Bee makes the reading a bit shaky, but I think it fits. Now we're back on the theme of abandonment. I don't remember Snow White's apples. I don't remember her story. Began as a curse, yet I served as a blessing to others. I really like how they're dressing her up in all these different outfits. That is really quite adorable. Look at that. It's such a high quality sprite as well. And she looks really pissed off about it. Yeah. Oh, hey, Oatmeal. Yeah, I know how Sense Quarry's effect works, which is why I've not used it. It's just been sitting there waiting until I have a full hand. But it's probably not worth me keeping because I just don't use it. Alright, she's gonna massively attack Malkuth, but that's okay, Malkuth can take it. Alright, there's one vine down. It says all 5 wall of vines, but there are only 3. It is Pierce. It's boosted. Alright, you go for this one, would you? Oh no, Nathan staggered. Piss. You weren't the ones waiting for the day to rot away and become fertilizer. I was the most desperate. Retribution, okay. Well, I still can't bloody get to you, so that's a wasted turn because Nathan didn't attack. So I think Nathan's dead. I want to see Art of Malkuth fist fighting a plant. She does have a set of wonderful outfits. The apple couldn't be eaten or decay, so it grew legs and walked away. I don't remember that at all. Oh my god, 3, come on. Yep, Nathan's gone. Oh. That is a bullshit mechanic. No, fuck, there are 2 more of the bastards. Why didn't they spawn when they were dying off? Okay. Creek. Gee. Blockade. That will just negate that anyway. Nice. I mean, they're not tough to beat. The fact is that you can't at all block the bloody mass attack she does. It's literally impossible to block. I mean, I suppose it's not. These ones aren't because of the way mass attacks work. Yeah, alright, I take that back. It's not the mass attack that's the bad bit, it's the other attack she did early on. That was the bad bit. That was the bit that I couldn't handle. Prescript. And I think this is going to be enough to get through. Yep, good. Blocked. 1 down. You just need to do 4 damage to it. Or inflict 1 burn. Yep, good. It's dead. Finally! Hey Angela, long time no see. It's just Malkuth and oatmeal now. Encroaching Malice. Oh, look at that picture. The teddy bear represents abandonment because it I worked on it once and then never again. Yeah, I know the teddy bear represents abandonment, and that the little match girl represents loneliness. It's just the others. Like, I suppose the fairies were abandoned, but that wasn't ever part of their story. That was just... That was this game's story for them, you know? Alright, now let's get some cracking. And it was then that we beat the living shit out of Angela. And lo, it was good. We want to help you, Angela. That is why we are beating you up. I promise. This is for you, Angela. Oh, look at her eyes when she gets hit. Oh. Believe us, this hurts us more than it hurts you, Angela. Seriously, yeah. This hurts us more than it hurts you. That blood spewing out of your throat and face, yeah. We feel that too, don't worry. Blazing Strike, oh my god. I mean, I reckon that's enough on its own. Ooh. I'm glad the Malkuth got the final hit. Flaw of history completely realized. Oh, got an achievement. Hey, Angela, it's time to wake up. I can see what's happening, judging from my surroundings. Are you okay? Perhaps this is how it feels to have a dream, and to have a surge of emotions. Oh, look at her eyes, damn. Dream a couple more times like that and you could bring down the whole library. I guess I should be sorry about that. Do you feel better now? What? Forget it. All this farce about neglect or recognition from others. I suppose it was futile to obsess over such trivial things in the first place. You're right, the only one who can truly care for you is yourself, after all. What? The only one who can truly care for you is yourself. Where did that come from? That doesn't seem fitting at all. The only one who can truly care for you is yourself. What a depressing thing to say. Bloody hell. Again with the shameless lectures. I won't even expect anyone to look out for me from now on. Well, good thing all's well that ends well. I was worried something bad might happen to you. Yeah, see, where's this come from? The only one who can truly truly care for you is yourself. I won't expect anyone to look out for me from now on. But this whole thing was, look, you need to confront this bad thing to move past it, and then we worked really hard to save her from it. This seems to be flying against what we've just established. I mean, I guess the idea is that Angela put too much faith in other people caring for her. Or rather, she put faith in the wrong people caring for her, but... Malkuth, that's a horrible lesson to teach the children. What did you expect from Malkuth? Well, I don't know. I mean, Malkuth has gone through a lot of changes in her time here. Yeah, that just seems like the wrong conclusion to make. I feel like the conclusion should have been Angela saying... Like, if this was all about her abandonment by Ian, I feel it should have been, you know, essentially, I never needed his love. There are other people who obviously care for me and are willing to risk their necks for me. Especially now we know that when they went into this fight, they didn't know they'd survive it. They didn't know they'd be back. So they went to fight Angela, who turned into a giant monster. Like this powerful monster who kept transforming every time they beat her. And as far as they were concerned, if they died, that's it, they were dead. They were literally willing to risk their lives to save Angela. They specifically referred to it as saving Angela. So how is this? I can't even expect anyone to look out for me from now on. This is like, you think it's a bad translation? It could be, but damn, that's a horrendous translation. It's like someone falls into an icy lake and 5 people jump in after them. Like 3 of them drown on the way, and the other 2 get them out, and it's like, here, we just saved you from this drowning lake. Obviously, you're the only one who will ever care for yourself, so you just gotta look out for you, you know, fuck everyone else. And it just does not line up at all with what we've just seen and done. Bizarre. Maybe she based her entire self-worth on the affirmations or lack thereof from Ayan. I think you're right, but that's not what was said here. I think you are correct there, Nathan, but that the game did not express that properly. Well, good things, all's well that ends well. I was worried something bad might happen to you. You mean you're worried you might get stuck in the library forever? Well, there's that, but get back to work, the both of you. It's just as she said, I'm the only one who can care for me and recognize me as who I am. No! You're not. Ooh, you can now use ego pages. Oh! Oh, vines? One day a branch grew from it. The leaves and branches were already withered and dry, but it continued to grow. The apple that dropped from Snow White's hand after a single bite could never be happy. The apple, full of loneliness and hatred towards the princess, waited for the day it would rot away and return to the earth. The inherent malice caused all life to crumble as soon as it bloomed. For the rest of the act, inflict 6 bind to a random enemy. Wow! Pierce dice. Okay. That's very specific, but I suppose it's random enemy, isn't it? So it's not just like 1 and then done. Inflict 2 to 8 damage and 3 bind to the attacker. If 3 bind was inflicted at once, recover HP. If 3 bind was inflicted, recover HP. Okay, right. When you get hit, you can recover. Yeah, alright, I'm with you. At the start of this scene, all enemies take damage inversely proportional to the amount of HP. Okay. Less HP is more damage. Weird. Oh, I get like an ego thing each. Are these special cards then? Mass summation, look at that. Targets every enemy. I'm glad it explains it again here so I don't have to go check it, but yeah. Summation, it has to be higher than the sum of the dice. And their page is destroyed. Destroy all of the opponent's dice. Whoa. Recover 3 HP. Recycle this dice unless it rolls the minimum value up to 5 times. So recycling means it'll just keep rolling it, I think. Inflict 5 fragile. These are all incredible cards. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the one that kept screwing me over. Amazing. Ah! Star of the City! Reach the rank of Star of the City. I try calling each star something beautiful. The city shimmers and swells with desires as it always has. Humans must weave their tails in the everlasting status quo. Today a star named the Library rose up to the sky. What kind of dream shall it illuminate over the city, I wonder? May the city stay mesmerized in its sweet dream, no matter how brightly the star may shine.
아까부터 뭘 그렇게 열심히
You look busy. What are you up to? Well, I found this piece of paper. I'm making a list of the things I want to do once everything is over and I get to leave this place. That's a pretty big list. I made sure to include trying the meat stew you mentioned some time ago. Oh, so you really remembered, huh? I can remember everything, after all. Well, what's the point of making a list then? Oh, no offense to you. You're right, actually. I'm writing this down so I don't forget later. What? That means perhaps I really am becoming closer to a human. I can feel my memories fade away, albeit slowly and partially. I've never had this happen to me before. I still have mountains upon mountains of memories left to erase, though. Well, congrats anyway. Your earnest wish is finally coming true. Thanks. Now I'm writing down a list of things I want to do next. To dream of my next step. It's like a fence, like you taught me earlier. To dream, huh? What about you, Roland? What do you want to do first when you leave here? For one, I'm thinking about quitting being a fixer. I'm tired of it overall. Really? I didn't know. I don't know what kind of fixer you used to be, but from what I've seen by your side, you seemed quite well suited for the job. Not only are you a skilled combatant, you're also adept at dealing with a multitude of situations and getting tasks done smoothly. Perhaps you really were a kick-ass, as you claim. To me, those traits seem to be the qualities that determine a good fixer, smiley face. Yeah, I guess being a fixer is the one career that fits me best. But I want to take a break from it now. I've had enough. I've made enough people bleed for causes that aren't mine. So what kind of work do you want to do? You're being awfully persistent about it. After I'm done with business here... I'm drawing a blank. If you're out of ideas, why don't you help me? I'll hire you officially and properly this time. I could give you a proper payment if you insist. What's the job entail? The things written on this list, of course. Look, I told you just now that... Don't worry, none of these are about harming anyone. I'll have enough of that from running the library. Thinking about the next move as you advised, the first thing that came to my mind was freedom. Once I've had my revenge and earned my freedom, I thought it'd be nice to travel around the world without worrying about anything. Still, if you're asking me to escort you throughout your trip, don't be silly, I can defend myself just fine. All you need to do is be my companion to talk with. Looking at the guests who have visited us thus far, I doubt I'll ever get to make a friend who can get on with me as well as you do. Aww, that's quite sweet. Friend, huh? Or was I just under an illusion? I have so few acquaintances I've known, and my relationship with these people was nothing pleasant. Each of us was simply playing the designated roles on a stage. To them, I was merely a tool in a machine built to recite the script. Nothing more, nothing less. You mean the librarians? No, the Sephiroth and the employees. If we met in a different place under different circumstances, then we could have been good colleagues, perhaps. Anyway, what do you think? My job offer for when we're done here. Oh, about that, yeah, I'll consider it. That doesn't sound bad, alright? Letting go of all the woes and just wandering the world. Ah, transfer limits increased to 10. The floor of philosophy. Its patron librarian is called Binah. Huh, the air here gives off a certain smell in a different way than Chesed's place. I can't remember her voice. It's the scent of black tea. Well, it's a nice scent, I've got to say. It stands out from coffees. It is indeed. Although I'm quite certain that the blue-haired noble below me still has not grown enough to appreciate a good cup of black tea. This place feels overbearing, unlike the other floors.
철학이라는
Kind of fits
주제랑
with the
뭔가
philosophy, I guess.
무슨 말 하는지도
Too confusing to
모르겠고.
understand and has a heavy feel to it.
네가 보는 도서관은 어떠니?
I'm not sure how I feel about Binah's look here. I really like the yellow undertone to the black hair. I don't know, it just looks a bit... I think it goes a bit too long. Maybe, I'm not sure. What is the library like from what you've seen?
내가 보는
The
도서관.
library I've seen?
사람들의 피를
Is it a place of
마시는
death,
죽음의
nourishing its
공간이지.
thirst with blood?
정보를 축적한
Is it a
지식의
spire
창고이지.
of knowledge? Is it a spire of knowledge accumulating all sorts of information?
혹은
Or is it perhaps an ark
새로운
sailing for a
삶을
new
위한
life?
방주일.
The library I've seen is more like an arena, maybe?
투기장? 엔젤라든 사서든
Angela, the
각자 원하는
librarians,
것을
and others are all
어떻게든
fighting to
쟁취하는
earn
것이야.
what they want.
그래서 굉장히
So it's
치열하지.
really fierce and bloody all in all.
네가 바라보는 도서관은
That is the library from your point of view, I see.
그렇다면 너에게 있어
What kind of
도서관은
place is the
어떤
library
곳이?
to you then?
나한테는 뭐
Well, for me, it's just a
감옥이지.
jail.
그렇게 보이지 않는구나.
That does not appear to be true.
넌
You're
기회를
in fact
잡으려고
looking to
있어.
seize an opportunity. Well, duh, of course I'm looking to get out of here.
기회를
네가 그렇다면
Is that
그런
what you...
것이겠지.
If that is what you say?
뭐야 넌 대체?
Who are you, really?
다 아는 듯한
You talk like you know everything.
난 비나라.
I am Binah.
아니.
No, that's not what I... Your aura is not like any librarian I've met so far.
첫 번째 삶에서
Then you must be
어떤
wondering what kind of being I used to be in my first life.
그래.
Yeah, what the hell were you?
머리의
I was an
조율자였다.
arbiter of the head. Oh, shit.
뭐라고?
난 일어난 지
It
얼마
has
되지
not been
않았다.
long since I was awoken from my slumber.
이 차와 함께
I must
마음을
calm my
추스르는
mind with the help of tea, so come again
다음에
at a later
다시
time.
찾아오려면 책도 있지.
And remember to bring books for me.
잠깐.
Wait. Okay, so we have 3 slots to fill here. Except her. Wow, okay. Seriously? Not allowed to play with her. Alright. Right. Sorry, I was reading all that, so I haven't read the chat. Cool symbol there, though. That's cool. TP2. Oops, just killed 3 people. Just a silly library director doing silly things. You can only use them if you pick one of the Abno pages. Previously, 4th match flame is a clear winner on the burn floor. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you don't need to explain how these things work. Eurist, I'll find out in time. It shows she values his opinion. It's cute seeing how much of Roland's advice Angela has internalized. Emotional support, Roland. Crying children is so much easier with ego pages. Specifically mass attacks. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Before Star of the City, the game was really good. Now, though, it gets really good. Cool. You see, I was worried that when it reached this stage, because I knew this term was coming up, because when I was looking at the battle symbols, it's like it referred to Star of the City, so I was thinking, oh, that must be like the end phase of the game. So I'm glad that it doesn't like peter off at this point or become boring or anything at this stage. Curses, I could have waited just a bit longer. Oh well, coffee juices are good too. What the fuck? Durandal showed up now and is staring at the screen. I can't believe my lizard is a Binah fan. Clearly Durandal wants to join Binah's team. Yep, alright, that's one. She looked better in her arbiter clothes. I agree. Yeah, I really like the sort of hexagonal thing she had going on in Lobco. Roland is going to go insane when she realizes who she is. Watch it, Luca. With there's a lot of feathers. Wonder what that's about. Careful. Binah doesn't want to work. She's protesting your bad management, manager. Durandal update. He turned away now that Binah isn't on screen. And Luca. Alright. Oh, and Shell. Alright, is that Shell saying you want to be with Binah? Do we have any others? I don't believe we do currently. We will be getting... I mean, we could get a new Chesed, a new Gabora, a new Tifereth, a new Netzach, and a new Yisod. So we are getting tons of spaces opening up shortly. But I believe we have Durandal. I'm just going to put these into bags in them, and I'll play with them later. Durandal, Luca, and oh, so you don't want to be with Binah. Okay, I thought was already in somewhere. I guess not. Okay, that is such a cool symbol there. Alright, nice. So I will design and play with those between streams. Oh yeah, they're not bad actually. Oh, speaking of which, I've remembered how we're going to arrange these ones. Actually, Durandal's only small. The hair isn't final, but this is just to give an idea of what I'm going for. No. Durandal is small. Oh yes, there was the custom-made skin. I didn't actually install that. I should. I don't think I installed that. Oh, I did install that. Okay. I mean, I'm probably going to try and save that for Binah. If I can, but... Anyway, right. So, now what? Oh, that was really cool. Ah, ego page. Ah, so do they actually... I guess they don't go in a deck. They're not a combat page, they're an ego page. That's different. Interesting. Okay. If you have a free slot, you can make one named Ranch like the Source. Only if you're running out of ideas to add to a floor. I mean, I'd rather not. I'm not a big Source person. I don't like Source in general, really. But, I mean, I'm worried saying that when Ski is here. But yes. Alright, well, we could do the King of Greed. I haven't seen that at all. I haven't seen either of these. We do have the next wolf, and this one is completely undone as well. As we've had someone express interest in joining Gabora's team, we can try the Big and Would Be Bad Wolf, especially as we're already spec'd for Smoke. Pointed. Look at the face. Look at his little face. Grrr. So hit with that and intercept with that. Intercept with that. And restore a bit of light with that. I notice you're not actually intercepting because I chose the wrong one. There, now you're clashing. And we can't intercept with anything else. Alright. No, he looks so sad. No. Sad little monstrous wolf who I'm going to absolutely hate, I feel. I don't know, I'm staggering him pretty quickly. Almost everything is better than red. Oh, I don't like... watch it. I'm really trying hard. Right, remind me his thing. Every two scenes use a combat page that swallows the target. I'll gobble you up. Okay. So that's what he's doing. That's what the red is. It's saying this is the one where he's going to eat you. Ah, it's only on a hit. I can't intercept it. Good luck, Ranta. You're about to get eaten. I believe in you. I believe in you, Ranta. We're all going to be thinking of you as you get eaten. Durandal went away completely and is now doing his own thing. The little bastard really showed up for Binah. Should have stood there to be added and then left. You're so mean to Durandal. Gain smoke. And gain smoke. Oh, okay, you got nommed. Well, good effort. He's paralyzed. Mark the first enemy that is attacked by this librarian. Obviously. With that Tigabura. So what's the deal with this? All stagger becomes fatal. They're staggered, they expel it. Okay, so luckily we have max light because we need to beat the living shit out of him. Oh, they're all counter. Okay, let's ignore that then. Was that the bite of 24? Skier is just a concerned parent trying to keep their kid away from a bad crowd. Oh! I'm worried we can't do this. Oh no. Yeah, good one, Skier. You saved Ranta. I just ate someone. I hurt others again. I really feel like he doesn't want to hurt people. Is Red the bad guy here? Is that controversial? I think Red might be the bad guy, you know. Oh, Ranta. You little plebeian. You just sit it out and let the tough people fight for you. I understand. Okay, now he's gone mad. They called me that, so it must be true. Old tales are never wrong. Oh, he will be bad. No, I just got that. Yeah. Upon transforming, max stagger increases. Stagger resistance is restored to full. After the abnormality, lose 25% more. At the point of transformation, gain the Skulking in the Shadows status. While it has Skulking in the Shadows, librarians other than the ones targeted by the abnormality can't target it. After it wears off, all stagger changes to fatal. Okay. So I need to make it lose about 30 damage, and then he'll go into Skulky mode. Wonderlab goes into it more, I think. It's been a while. Yeah, I talked about last time, I mentioned last time that I looked into Wonderlab and I asked if people were interested in hearing my thoughts on it. Which might be controversial, I don't know. Oh, now he's got the attacks the other one had. So I'm just concentrating for a second. No, I don't have any thoughts about the story because I haven't read it. I have thoughts about the controversy and the situation around it with the creator. Ooh. Damn, we are doing virtually nothing. Vengeance. Gain strength based on the amount of damage taken in the previous scene. I'm going to give that to Skier. As long as it's not during a cutscene, I'm down for hearing whatever thoughts you have. You're interested in those thoughts too? Okay. Alright, I'll talk about that after this because I have reference material that I just need to double check to like get a quote and stuff. But, yep. I'll try and beat this fight first. 8 paralysis! Bloody hell! However, we're... Oh no! Skulking in the shadows. Shit. Oh, that's not good, is it? That's not good at all. Oh no. You got this, Gabora. Trust you. Trust you implicitly. You're making my mouth water. If I can fill my stomach, I'll be satisfied. Hang on, I thought he had... Oh, for the next 2 scenes. Oh, okay. Alright. So now he gets very vulnerable to stagger. And blunt is the only thing. Which is weird, because he traditionally got killed by an axe in the fairy tale. Which is not a blunt weapon. It's a bad time for a 1v1 when you have 1 light. I think it did really well for that, though. Like, we got a bit of stagger damage, but that's it. Okay, let's beat the shit out of him now. We need it. We need to do this. We don't have a choice. We have to do this. It's for the greater good. The greater good. I think Ski is about to go down. Oh no. Alright, Ski is staggered. And then gets murdered. Sorry, Ski. Staggered, good. 19. Oh! A being that was meant to be a bad guy. Alright, let's head back. Skier, I mean, you went down in the turn we won, so you could claim that you were there for it. What are you up to? Meditation?
그냥 눈 감고 쉬고 있다.
Nothing, just taking a break with my eyes closed. I'll leave the books in the usual spot and be on my way then. Seems like I shouldn't be disturbing you.
잠깐.
Wait. What? What districts in the back streets are you from? District 17, it was a decent place. Would you say the part of the back streets you grew up in was also hellish? I mean, no matter how horrible a neighborhood may be, people still live there, and anywhere inhabited by people is hell, one way or another.
그래.
Yeah,
결국
people will be
사람들이
people in the
사는
end. I
곳
suppose
사는
each corner of the back streets has its
뒷골목도
own woes.
뒷골목. 난 언제나
Throughout my
누군가를
life,
지키는 싸움을
lives,
해왔어.
I always fought to protect others. Though I
완벽하게
rarely ever
지키는
managed to
직업
protect
등으로.
anything flawlessly.
담배 한 대 필래?
Want a cig?
고맙지만
Thanks, but no thanks. I quit smoking a long time ago.
그래?
Really? Didn't expect that.
거기와는
In the part of the back streets I was brought up in, the neighborhood would constantly change. I wouldn't say my neighbors had their hearts in the right place, but some of the adults were kind of nice to me. Although they'd usually be gone without a trace or rolled up in the street with their limbs chopped off by the next morning. Sheesh, there's a rough mess even for the back streets. District 23 really did live up to his rep, huh? It was when the turf wars and purges between syndicates were at their peak. Just like what's happening in Lobotomy Corp's nest right now. And you managed to survive that. Even adept fixers would avoid going there. It was the only place I had. I couldn't even imagine moving to another district where there was less bloodshed. I was just desperately looking for ways to survive in that hell. Compared to District 23, even the carnival of those smiling faces looked like child's play. Yeah, soon enough I began to constantly seek ways to protect the people around me in that hellhole. You can tell much about a society from the vocabulary used by its people. The language used in the back streets is often simple and straightforward. They pick common words found in everyday life. They don't bother making up special terminology. This applies to the things that have become a part of their everyday life. They're often even more relevant than the original meaning of those words. I guess the 5 fingers like the thumb and the index and the sweepers are prime examples of that. People in the back streets strive to gain wealth and power. They can't afford to pursue anything more than the things to keep themselves alive. You know what's funny though? Even if one were to have power, that power would only strike down, not up. The victims in the back streets were potential perpetrators who just weren't strong enough. Tiny Callie! Oh, look at her, she's so adorable. And so sad. Let me tell you the story of a kid named Callie, 7 years old at that time. The first thing the kid remembers was crying alone in the corner of an alleyway surrounded by blood and guts. She didn't have anyone to call friends, people around her would all disappear sooner or later. Most kids her age were either abducted by the sweepers or treated like their toys. The small kid couldn't do anything but watch in silence. It was by sheer luck that Callie would survive until she was 13. To cherish the good fortune she was given, Callie observed and observed in order to survive through her own effort. So Callie made it to 20 years of age, following strategies of her own. And she finally became a fixer. There wasn't much else she could do. You thankfully didn't join a syndicate or anything, huh? The kid swore that she wouldn't stoop to their level. Oh, look at her! Callie the fixer's life got us on a stable track sometime after she started working. The work fit her well, thanks to the environment she grew up in. Oh, I was the same too. She thought she could now protect her neighbors living in the same apartment, given that she had power being a fixer. The streets Callie was living in was still quite dangerous. And she thought she ought to return the favour to Mr. Sean next door and Miss Goose upstairs, her neighbours, who she was indebted to. Those two would often give food and drink to Callie ever since she was a child. They were two of the only people she'd known for a very long time. They were like family to her. Out of gratitude, she gave them some of the money she earned. That's nice of her. You know how they repaid Callie for all the money she gave them for more than a month? Because it wasn't anything good, judging from the flow of your story. They conspired with other residents of the apartment and broke into Callie's house when she was asleep, binding her hands and feet while looking for a safe. Oh, I see what they were up to. They must have thought Callie was keeping much more money in her stash. Yep, they really did try to rob her. Callie couldn't believe it, not because she found herself bound when she woke up. It was because she saw filthy lumps of greed crawling around right before her eyes.
어제까지만 해도
Just a day before, they used to be her friendly neighbors.
그리고 그 이웃들은
They understood the agony of loss better than anyone.
상실의 앞
Callie only hoped that the money she gave them would be used in meaningful ways.
쓰이게 힘이 생긴
She just
만큼
wanted to protect them with her
그들을
newfound
지키고
strength.
싶었을 뿐인데.
전형적이구만.
Stereotypical people, weren't they?
바보같이 칼리는 두 눈 뜬
I'm
채
sure
당한
Callie
건
didn't
아니겠지?
just let them get away with it like a fool, yeah?
그래.
She didn't.
칼리는
Callie was stronger
그들
than they
생각보다 강한
thought.
아이였으니까 언제라도
She could
묶여
forcefully
있는
snap the
밧줄
ropes
따위는
binding her at any
힘으로 풀 수
moment, but she
있었지만
chose to wait.
기다렸어. 이 모든 게
She wanted to believe all of this was
착각이나
just a
장난이면
misunderstanding or a prank.
하지만
But the repulsive words they spat out so casually, talking about how this was their opportunity to use her money to move to a different place. It was neither a dream nor a misunderstanding, but a cold truth.
그래서
So, did those son of a bitches get what was coming to them? Man, it's upsetting just hearing this story. You're right, she killed all of them. And Callie burst into tears, covered in the blood of her neighbors. Callie's neighbors, who she had been protecting from violence, were no different from the others, in that they would resort to violence themselves once they had power. The savage cycle wouldn't stop, no matter who she tried to protect.
맞아. 그래서인지 동정할 필요조차 없다고 생각해.
Sorry, just give me a moment, guys. Yeah, sometimes I feel like there's no point in having any sympathy.
나도 해결사의
I also
시대
struggled a lot
단절만
thinking about what's
됐을
right and wrong during my early days as a
정말
fixer.
많은 고민을-
What kind of fixer were you?
해결사는
A neat and sensible fixer who rationally handled his
나는
work, so to
이성적으로
speak.
사리분별. 그래서인지
I held up a
평생
decent
괜찮았고.
reputation. And then you plummeted to grade 9 all of a sudden.
맞아.
That I did. Anything can happen in life. I mean, the legendary Callie is now standing in front of me too.
어엿하게 자라서
That's true.
그렇지.
앞뒤 안 가리고
To be frank, there was a time when I went batshit insane and ran amok. Didn't really care about the consequences at all. Probably right after my wife died. Yeah, I think there was a coincidence there. Maybe there was a connection, who knows.
그래서 적도
I made a
많이
lot of
만들었지.
enemies back then.
아직도 그
The
잔인한
sensation,
가시가 하나.
the sensation I felt still reverberates in my head sometimes.
역시 너도
You also went through a lot, huh? I can see it in your eyes.
그런 얼굴 칼리는
I wouldn't say I'm
완전히
exactly the
내가
same being as Callie anymore, but she still rests within me.
그래 보여.
Seems like it. You're uptight and honest, unlike most fixers I've seen.
올고자.
Oh, sorry, upright. Freudian slip. Do apologize.
말을 너무 많이
I've talked too
했어.
much. I'm gonna go get some sleep.
푹 쉬라고 칼리.
Sleep tight, Callie. Instincts, claws of savagery, and the role of the wolf. That is so cute. So creepy, but cute. The taste of flesh was so good after such a long absence. Since then, it got harder and harder to keep himself in check. Still, it didn't matter to him. After all, he was destined to be a big bad wolf. Once upon a time, these claws would cut open the bellies of numerous creatures and tear apart their guts. Wolves could not cross the line when doing bad things, and wolves had to be punished. Wolves always needed to be an example. Yet Durandal's so light he can't press on the keyboard. That's adorable. Single ally. Each time the selected librarian wins a clash, the last die on their current page gains 1 to 2 power. Nice. So that's good for multi-dice cards pages. Recover 2 to 7 on a successful hit with that final die. Oh, excuse me. After the librarian sustains damage greater than 25% of their max health, become untargetable and unclashable. They gain 2 strength and inflict 1 bleed. Yikes. Counter dice gain 1 to 2. Counter dice inflict 2 fragile upon winning a clash. Alright. Is Shell still here? But yeah, that was really sad. Because, like, I feel... Hey, Shell, do you still want to be in Gabura's? Like, if I lived in this city and I was a fixer, I would do what Callie did. You know, I'd help the people around me, and I'd probably end up falling victim to the exact same thing. wonder why though. What do you want to go by, Shell? What name would you like to go by? Yeah, because like there's the whole, like, I know it's the nihilism thing, but we talked about this before, that it's sort of almost a hopeful nihilism. Cyan. Okie dokie. And it's these guys. That's Skiers one, that's... Have we... Oh no, that's Ranters. So we've got sword out front, mouth covered, and sort of sword at hip. Sword out front, mouth covered, sword on hip. That one. And I believe... Is it this sort of colour? Is it more of a cyan colour? I can't remember. I think that's about the right shade. But yeah, I'll finalise it between streams. I think it's different flavours of nihilism, different characters of different types of nihilistic worldviews. Kind of a darker blue, okay. Like that. Yeah, that's really... I'm looking forward to... Oh! Star of the City, cool. I'm looking forward to unlocking Gabura's proper thing. I assume Gabura and Binah will both have... Like, I reckon they're two characters who won't need a key page. Because I reckon when they're, like, fully realised or whatever, they'll have their own thing, Red Mist and Arbiter or something, and they'll be on par with these without needing key page. How are we doing on time? Yep, we're still good. So it feels like this has been a long one just because we've done so many big things. Alright, well we can just do one of the others and could do Netzach. Reception today or more Abno fights. Yeah, we should do a reception. Have we unlocked? Oh, we have! We have unlocked the next tier. Oh, Wonderlab, yes. We'll talk about Wonderlab. So I will stick it back on this one. And... Wonderlab, okay. So, to let people know what the situation is with Wonderlab, it was a webcomic that was commissioned by Project Moon. They got a writer and artist. I can't remember what they go by. The only name here is White Zombies. Mimi. That's it, Mimi. So they hired Mimi to do it. They commissioned Mimi to do it. It seems Mimi owned the copyright of it, but it was published like officially as Project Moon canon for this world. It was released, I assume, entirely free online, and Mimi was given really a lot of free reign. So there are conflicting accounts about how much information she was given. Some accounts say that she was given no direction at all and that she invented everything in it, including a load of abnormalities such as Pinocchio and I think that's the only one I actually have, isn't it? But apparently there are others in this as well. There are other ones like the fourth magical girl, who I believe is the Servant of Wrath, apparently appears in this game. I'm assuming Tiferet is going to get it. But that's... Sorry, I'm stumbling over myself. But yes, so she invented these and they first appeared in Wonderlab. but some accounts say that Project Moon had already designed these abnormalities and gave them to her. It's inconsistent and unclear. Anyway, back in, when was it, summer? Last August? Limbus Company, which is the Project Moon gacha game that Ishmael's from. Ishmael. That game got an update in which Ishmael got a swimsuit outfit that was not very revealing. It was a proper wetsuit, so it didn't reveal anything as wetsuits don't. And there was a lot of backlash in certain corners of the internet that didn't like that she was not objectified more. There was a lot of backlash over this, and in the end, like the CEO of Project Moon fired an artist who wasn't actually responsible. I think they were the artists that drew it, but weren't told what to draw and such. That was told what to draw. So basically, the artist was blameless, but got blamed anyway to pacify some of the worst people on the internet. So that's the controversy in brief. From my understanding, that's not a complete thing. I've not read into it that much. I just read into it a little bit around Wonderlab. Anyway, after that, Mimi asked Project Moon to have... Oh, sorry. No, basically they went for the artist of the Ishmael art, but they realized he was a man, so they went for a different artist. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. But yes, after that, Mimi revealed that she had requested Wonderlab be taken down. So actually, I'm going to move this onto this screen so I can read it a bit better. I mean, you can't see it, but it's fine. She asked that Wonderlab get taken down. And because apparently she owned the copyright for Wonderlab, they couldn't say no. So Wonderlab got taken down and is no longer viewable. Apparently physical copies were sold, but they also went out of sale. So she tweeted about this. Mimi tweeted about this. And it's been, I believe the tweets are in Korean, but people have done the best work they can translating them. Essentially, the conversation went like this. These are apparently translated Mimi's words. The comics are no longer part of that company's works, so those who like that company should stop mentioning it. Some seem to think I'm fine with the recent developments because I haven't said much, but the only reason I didn't is not talking about it is better for my mental health. So don't act like it's okay to enjoy my work as part of that company's work. That angers me. Not that I'll be able to see anyone who'd suggest such a thing, as I should by this point have already blocked anyone who would. For those wondering if they should sell off their physical copy, don't. It will be unavailable from the website. I wanted to remove my work since the Theme Cafe event, but I couldn't because of all the fans of the comic in game. But having learned how artists and employees are treated, I've received some consultations and delivered my request to pull down Wonderlab. The Theme Cafe thing was, there is a Project Moon cafe called, I think it is it just Ham Hang Pang Pang? But they ran a Wonderlab themed event without her permission, even though she owns the copyright for the characters and stuff. And they also included the characters in this, again, without her permission. So that's essentially the situation, and I had some thoughts on this, and I'm really torn on this, because there are a few things that, if they're translated correctly, don't sit well with me. And it's the don't act like it's okay to enjoy my work as part of that company's work. That angers me. You don't have a say about that. It is okay for people to enjoy your work, even if there's been a controversial situation. They can still enjoy the work for the good things it had. This is my personal opinion. This is if your opinion is different, I should clarify. If your opinion is different on this, that's perfectly fine. These are just my opinions on this sort of thing. Like, I don't agree with what the people complaining did. I don't agree with what Project Moon did. Like, neither of them are in the right here. The innocent artists and innocent employees got mistreated. That's terrible. I'm not disagreeing with any of that being bad. All I'm disagreeing with here is Mimi's reaction. Not even reaction. I don't mind that she took the comic down. If she had the copyright to it, that's within her right. You know, it's entirely her choice. She clearly thought hard about it, and that's why. And she did it because she just couldn't condone the company anymore. I have no problem with that. It's the blaming the fans for still liking it as part of the company's work that I take issue with. Don't act like it's okay to enjoy my work as part of the company's work. That angers me. And that she says that she would, by that point, have already blocked anyone who would. Like, I'm torn on this, because it's a hard situation. You know, you can never be sure how people will enjoy your stuff. Like, I've had really rabid PokéSins fans. I've had people who insist on constantly quoting PokéSins at me with, like, absolutely no interaction, and if I didn't play along, they got annoyed. We had something recently like that on the Discord, and it didn't annoy me or even anger me or anything like that. It was just, there's more to this than just that, is sort of my take on it. But I don't know. The question, I guess it comes down to, is how much does the creator control how people perceive their work? And it's a debate that's been going for a long time. I remember there was a big controversy when I was back at uni, because someone wanted to write a controversial story, and the lecturer said you can't write that story because people are going to react in this way. And it's like, is it on the writer to, like, is the writer to blame for how people react to the things they write? And it's yes and a no. You know, you've got to be aware of it, but you're not necessarily to blame for it. But I mean, this isn't really about that. This is just, like, she clearly completely lost any faith or positive feelings towards the company, Project Moon, about the way they mistreated her copyright and about the way they mistreated their employees. And the employees was the final straw. She was willing to live with the copyright stuff because they were fans of the game, which is great. It's not great. Copyright is something that should definitely be respected, and I always go out of my way to respect copyright. You know, the PokéSins stuff, that's something that's fair use, but it's something that they're not going to admit is fair use because then I'm allowed to do it. But everything I've done with PokéSins is legal. And like, I could spend another hour talking about that, but I don't want to, and I'm not going to. But the point is that copyright is very, very important and should be respected, and Project Moon didn't. And that's bad. The fact that she decided the fans were more important than her, like, litigiously protecting her copyright, that's honourable. I'm not going to say whether it's the right thing or not, because each to their own. I'm not in her situation. I don't know. I don't know. But the artists being victimised and the employees being victimised was the final straw, and I can respect that as well. There are companies that I have basically sworn off because of their mistreatment. I don't have basically any interest in Blizzard properties. I used to be a massive Overwatch fan. I began to fall off when they announced Overwatch 2, and it's like, I don't like where that's going. And And then it was like revealed that they mistreated their employees and there was like sexual harassment, and it's like, I'm really glad I got out when I did, and I have no interest in going back to that. So I understand that. But it's like, I don't know. I think if this is correctly translated, Mimi crossed the line in blaming her fans for still liking her work. Because that's sort of how I interpret this. It's not okay to enjoy my work as part of that company's work. She's saying you can enjoy Wonderlab on its own, except you can't because you can't get it anymore. But if you dare to connect it at all to Project Moon, you have annoyed me and I'm going to block you. And that just doesn't seem right to me. Oh, anyway. For what it's worth, I agree with your take on it. I don't think she means the way it's phrased. I don't remember the specific quote. There was a lot of deliberate mistranslations. Is it a trusted translation? Yeah, I found this on the Project Moon Reddit. I don't know if it's trusted or not. I don't know. But based on the way it is translated, that's my take. If it's phrased that way, it's a wrong way to phrase it at the least, and bad media takes it worst. Honestly, that fits well with how a lot of people reacted to this stuff, Ethan. I would not be surprised if that was an accurate translation. It's definitely a complicated situation. I was very much against the perpetuation of lost media, and then I experienced it in a very, very small scale of a similar thing. I can understand not wanting your work to be connected to the people you're parting with. I can understand that too. But I don't want to go too deep into this. I just want to touch on this because it's sort of relevant. I have worked with people in the past, and they're people that I don't want to be associated with. I'm not going to go into any more detail. I'm not going to say who, but the stuff that I collaborated with them on is still there. Because although I don't want to be associated with them, the only reason I would make it, or try and make it unavailable, is if the work itself was objectionable. So, for example, there's my old Left 4 Dead series. I still have the art in my slideshow, but the Left 4 Dead series is no longer on my channel. I removed it because there were jokes made in it by someone who I'm no longer associated with that I find objectionable. So I removed the series. But there are other things that I've done collaborating with people I no longer associate with. But because the jokes in it are not to me objectionable at this time, it's unfair to deprive the viewers who don't know the drama, don't care about the drama. The drama isn't their business. The entertainment is their business. So yeah, that's my take on all of this. I hope I haven't dug myself into a hole going into this. It's always very nerve-wracking talking about this sort of thing. I'm more angry at PM because they've got no backbone. Anytime a small minority of the Korean community gets angry, they'll do everything in their expense to try and satisfy. Yeah. Yeah. PM fucked up. They really, really fucked up. And I don't blame Mimi for walking away from PM. I don't blame any of the fans of the series or the games who walked away from PM at that time. I definitely don't blame any of the employees who did. You know, each to their own. You set your own rules for the lines of what you're okay with. And no one can tell you what is or isn't right, I think, with that. You can only say, I disagree. So, yeah. That's the Wonderlab stuff. So I have no intention of trying to read it now. Even like there are bootlegged copies of it that I could probably find if I tried. I'm not going to. So it's a shame. I would have liked to have read it before it vanished, but I don't intend to read it now. All right, so that's the Wonderlab stuff. Ugh. Just going to catch my breath and have a drink of delicious Pepsi Max. Hashtag not sponsored. Right. Do I have... Oh, I'm all... Oh, I'm overheating now, because that was nerve-wracking for me talking about that. I feel like I've almost dislocated my jaw. Makes a weird clicky noise. Don't know if you can hear it. Oh. It's not nice. I blame my nose. Hopefully I'll be seeing a consultant about my nose in the near future. Whoa. Is my window open? No, it is not. Because as I was starting the stream, it was getting really cold. And I thought, oh, I think I'd rather overheat a little than freeze, and I regret it because I'm overheating now. Right. I am just going to very quickly pop to the toilet, and then we will go for one of these, and we probably have time for one of these. So, I'll be back in a minute. I should get going, have a game to attend to. Same, I'm pretty tired. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, very hot. Very hot in here. Hello. Right. Well, I am definitely starting with the far right this time. Oh, should I? This is the most fascinating track for me. So I'm guessing this one's going to have old Philip the Angle show up again. This one, we're going to get maybe more of the W crew. What's the she one? Oh, that could have more of the musicians of Bremen show up. That could be interesting. And the far left is... To be honest, the far left is probably the one with the best cards. Pages. I keep calling them cards. They're pages. No, I'm going to go for the far left. 2 acts. Ooh, Thumb Soto Capo. Thank you for participating in the Thumb Summit, everyone. Yeah, yes, Underboss. It's good to see our families gathered up in one place. Let's see. We have 19 seats filled. That means all but one family have attended.
로마노스 카르텔입니다.
Wow, okay. Sure. That's Ruminos cartel. They're still in the process of reorganizing structure after being attacked by the Black Silence a while ago. Still recovering, I see. Thanks for the report. Cut those friends off. We don't need a toothless mutt that can't rearm itself with that much time.
알겠습니다.
Understood. Today's issue is simple. Take your hands off L's corpse nest and the library. The thumb will be in direct command of the matter from now on. I'd like to give a word of appreciation for the families that have shown much effort and... Bullshit! You have no idea how many of our members died for that. Our family already poured a tremendous amount of sum of money into this. Ah! Who gave you the right to speak up? You gotta stay quiet when the elder is talking, pals. You know better than that. When the subordinate dares to speak without their superior's permission, take their lower jaw. Remember the rules. I apologize on behalf of my underling. Please forgive the rudeness of my subordinate. I'll educate this hard-witted fool on my end later. However, I must say that I share their sentiment in all honesty. Why should we back out now after we've given so much effort? I understand how disappointing it may be. All of you have spilled much blood in order to earn your share of turf before the street relocation happens. I wish I could give out a sizable chunk of the land for each and every family who have gathered here. I really do. But the Capo di Capi demands otherwise. We have no choice but to obey it. The situation outside is going in an unexpected direction. A party other than the Index is involved in this conflict. The ones who pilfered our fabric. I'm deeply ashamed, sire. Don't be too hard on yourself now. I'll pardon your manners by taking only your left hand. Fuck me. Thank you, sire. Do understand that we can't let such trivial issues distract ourselves in times like this. We must carry out the Capo di Capi's orders first and foremost. Just what is the Capo di Capi thinking to make demands like this? Ah! No one dares question the orders of their superior. Take their head. How insolent of you to question the intentions of the Capo di Capi. Such impure thoughts should be uprooted. Purge every member of the Night Owls by tonight.
네, 전하겠습니다.
Yes, sire, I'll give the word. Talk about an impatient young fellow. It couldn't hurt to quietly wait. The Capo di Capi has told me outright. The Index, bloody hell. Yes, our boss insisted that we mustn't let the Index claim a single area of L Corp's nest. But you, my friends, don't quite have the prowess to take on the proxies of the Index. Hence the order to pull out. So we should save up our strength at the moment, I understand now. This goes to the other Soto Capi of the Thumb and their families as well. Our ambition is not something as short-sighted as taking over a few blocks of space, do you understand? Yes, underboss. The Thumb seems to have quite a rigid structure. The Index probably gave you a good idea already, but yeah, the fingers of rules and hierarchies that I'd only describe as paranoid. The specifics may be different, but if anyone breaks their rules, that poor fellow is done for. Although each finger oh god, sorry, just sent something flying across my desk. Although each finger has its own way of purging rule breakers.
어차피 그것도 도시에서 살아남기 위함겠지.
I suppose that's the strategy they evolved to survive in the city. Spot on.
단단하고 무너지지
They
않을
can only
껍질
survive by
속에
shoving
자신을
themselves into a
녹여넣으면
sturdy,
살아남을 수
unbreakable shell.
그리고 그 단단한
And the
껍질
five
속
syndicates that
끝까지
crammed themselves all the way into the core of that hard
뒷골목의
shell and stood at the apex of the back streets earned the title of the Five Fingers.
뭐 어쨌든
Well, in any case, our job as the staff of the library is to receive any guests that come here, and the thumb is no exception. Okay. Thumb Soldato. After every 3 successful attacks with melee pages, add a random ammunition. Ranged, 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 melee, melee, melee. 1 power for the first scene. Alright, reload. Add a random ammunition. When used or discarded, gives bonus effects. Ooh. Thumb's exclusive page. I don't like exclusive pages. They're very limiting. But I suppose... yeah. Suppressing shot. Discard a page with the lowest cost. If ammunition was discarded, all offensive dice on this page gain +1 power. Restore to light, class, and respect. Oh, it's bleed. Add 2 random ammunition to hand. Shock round. Discard 2 pages of the lowest and draw a page. All dice on this page gain 1 power for each ammo discarded. Damn. Discard up to 4 zero-cost pages from hand. Offensive dice on this page gain +1 for each ammo discarded. Okay. Also cool. 1 floor, 2 axe. 4 guys. I kind of want to play with Malkuth to test out the new ego stuff. Ego! If your team's overall emotional level reaches 3, an ego page may be chosen. The selected ego page are placed in a separate hand that all librarians can access. Nice. A special button will appear to facilitate. Once used, the ego page needs to be recharged by accumulating emotion points before it can be used again. Okay. Stops you spamming them, I guess. No need to hang back. Let's get down to business. Their rank is higher than ours. Keep your manners. Enough talk. One more needs to be said. Okay. No Ishmael in this one because I forgot to note that it was just the... Oh, okay. 7 to 17. Yikes. Long shot, but give it a go. Nothing I can do about that, but that one I can intercept. With this. Didn't seem like any named characters signed the invitation. Oh, yeah, because it's just one act, isn't it? Oh, I see. Interesting. Ah, don't worry, I'll murder Boris later, but good news, that means we get more cutscenes with him doing his voice. Ah, it's such a good voice Boris has. Not gonna get annoying at all. Nice. Nope. Oof. Forgot that bloody ranged. I hate ranged. Ooh, damn, oatmeal staggered already. But I suppose their first turn is when they're the strongest, isn't it? Because they all have the +2 power on their first turn thing. Yes, Boris 10 out of 10 voice. I'm not signing that. Thanks, Boris. Thanks for your input. Who does he look like? He reminds me of someone. One of the other characters. I can't think of who. Maybe it's just the art style. What do you think of the Thumbs outfits? They're cool. They're not bad. They might work well with the Smokers ones. They've got the same sort of red. So maybe that could be a Hockmer's thing. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing for Hockmer. I didn't use the W Corp ones because I decided I quite like Chesed's floor having, like, their style is that they're all unique. So Chesed is blue. Oh damn, who's... No, I can't intercept that. Like, Chesed's blue, Mimic is a clown. By the way, the reason I was... The clown thing with Mimic was... Wait, Boris was the guy with sunglasses? I thought Boris was the kid. Who's that then? Who's that one? Boris is the youngest of the four. Yeah, I thought that was Boris. That one there, in the reload. I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see. I don't remember now. I could be wrong. But yeah, the reason I gave Mimic the clown outfit was because it's like... slash. I don't have any slash. That one's the only slash I've got. It's because it was Mimic... his name's based on Mimikyu. So he's yellow. Oh, Dennis was the kid. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mimic is based on Mimikyu, and let's draw. Hit you and draw. Sorry, I'm getting distracted quite massively. Shit. Yeah, you're gonna get staggered, mate. Sorry. Nothing I can do there. Ah, Lesty. I think it might be Lesty. Yeah, I think it's Lesty I'm thinking of. Like the big hair. I really quite like Lesty's design, actually. Oh, bloody hell, Oatmeal's down already. I've got to get through 2 acts of this. With 1 floor, and I'm getting minced. Jeez. Alright, let's heal Nathan. Oh, I can swap an Ishmael, of course. Forgot about that as well. Slash is boosted, so use Slay. And execute. God, they're hitting me with a lot. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Bloody forceful gesture. That's not gonna do shit, is it? You're dead, mate. Sorry, I tried. God, they've all got speed. It's problematic for me. At this point in the game, everyone has speed. Alright, I should upgrade Melon then. Oh, just bloody Oatmeal's been shot. Oh, this is not going well for us, is it? They just have so many dice. Also, I noticed that these range cards aren't single use. All the other range cards I've had have been exhaust after use, and these ones are not. Oh no, because these guys are rich enough to have ammunition. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Something come along and we're gonna get murdered. Are we at 3 yet? We are not. Booga! Oh my god, we're gonna... I think we're completely fucked here, guys. We've not done well here. I chose poorly. I see that now. I understand the error of my ways. I'm sorry. Nope. Staggered. Nope. Staggered. Fuck. Dead. Oh no, Malkuth's going dead. Going down soon as well. No, I'm not. I've done so poorly at this. Like, it's not like I've even got close. I've got to go to... Oh! Yeah, like I've not even beaten one of them, so I'm done for. It's all over. Well, fuck. Oh wow. That's cool. Oh, Nathan popped. And Malkuth is about to pop. Book of the Thumb obtained. Ha! By defeating one of you, I have all of your powers. What was that? There's a thing like that. What was it? Oh, it's that time I got reincarnated as a slime, the orcs. I mean, there's literally... Sure. Oh, I get to pick another. Oh, she's staggered. Fuck. Well. Oh, Malkuth. Well, I got, like, one book. Aha! I got 6 books. And Twinkling Analyst, Teddy's Owner, and Potential Color. Ooh. That's cool. Hey, Hotoya? I'm probably saying that wrong. Hello, welcome. Look at the twinkle. Potential color. During a single act of a Star of the City level reception, inflict 30 or more stacks of burn. Okay. Not phenomenal. Frankly, it does very little, but sure. Where's that one? On the cheek. Yeah, you can keep that. Teddy's Owner. Look at her ears. What do I normally give her? Lose clashes against Creek 10 times. That's how you get that. Wow. Just so you know, Toya, which I'm probably saying wrong, make sure you don't put any spoilers in the chat. There's a no spoiler zone. Yeah, I think I usually give it this one, but it's not. No. Alright, I'll keep it with the teddy ears, but I will turn them off. I don't want to see them. But cool. Let's burn those books. Mwahahaha. Look at all of these new cards that I have. Can use ranged. Okay. Normal on everything. Add a random ammunition. Bloody hell, that costs 9. I mean, I do need to go through and upgrade all of them. Now that I've got the increased capacity, because it's up to 10 now instead of 8. Alright. Do we have time? I think I have time to try one of these. Let's have a look at King of Greed. Well, hello. Watch out, it's reckless to step in a way without any preparation. The Gilda's Splendor is the same as before. Definitely, I remember running for my life. Whenever I saw it crawling from the other side of the corridor, it was terrifying. What's your deal? Aurum Amber does not act. If HP reaches 0 before the end of the scene, awakens as a magical girl. Otherwise... Okay. Does not act. If What? I've only got one turn? And that determines whether she becomes a magical girl or the King of Greed. Presumably the King of Greed is the worst one. I mean, have I built? I can't remember if I... Oh, no, I have built her. Yes, I built my new one, Buff Miku, as a charge build. So, charge build, not great for a one-turn kill. But, let's give it a go, fellas. We'll do what we can. Oh, that's a terrible frickin' hand for you. Alright, gain that, and then... Oh, alright. Actually, the health is remarkably low, so if I hit... It's possible. Oh, wow. Look at you. You're wielding a giant fist. Speed 2, Flickering Desire. If HP falls to 50% or lower, transform into the King of Greed. If HP does not go below 50... Oh, wow. Okay. So what, that was the worst option? Because she's surely going to turn into it anyway. But I suppose maybe this way she'll keep the lower health. I don't know. Endure to everything. Every 3 scenes creates brilliant bliss and becomes untargetable but does not act. Okay. Weird. Destroy all of the target's dice. Well, damn. Break a speed dice. Jeez. Cool looking cards though. Alright, what have we got? Block that. Hit that. Can't afford. Yeah, she's gonna lose all of her dice, but that's okay. Will of the Priest? I can't afford. Fucking hell! Used everything I had. Can you intercept that instead then? Not bad. Oof. Damn, she's dangerous with that bloody giant gauntlet. Makes sense, it was a very powerful thing. Blades wet by tears. Successful pierce attack if the dice rolled maximum. Oh yes, this is the one that works with Eugen, isn't it? I should have switched Eugen over. I can't remember where I put Eugen. Because I just moved the page over to somebody else and I don't remember who. I think it might have been on Netzak's floor actually, I should check. After winning a clash using an offensive dice, random. Okay, that's not bad. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Who's going to deal a lot of damage? You. King Greed is way easier than Queen of Hatred. She took me so long to beat. The real combos with that trash disposal. Alright, what are you doing? Ecstasy of Triumph. Reduce power of next dice. Destroy next die. Bloody hell. Oh my god. She likes destroying dice, doesn't she? That one. Alright, mannequin. Need to get some emotion. Bloody Buff Miku has tons of emotion. Not much charge. Alright, I need more charge or I'm going to rip space. Yeah. No, I thought overcharge was regarded as a bad one. That's what people were saying. I didn't say before, but the reason for exclusive pages is because you could use them all together. They'd be... Oh, yeah. No, I suppose that does make sense, yeah. Fair enough. Alright, we're going to have to pile everything on that third one. The tilt meter on Magical Girl is extremely annoying. Yes, it was. I tried, so many different ways of getting around it. Alright, we'll go with that. I feel like this deck might not be brilliantly built. Oh god, we do virtually nothing to this girl. Okay. Oh, this is the untargetable thing. The Road of Gold. Creates brilliant bliss and becomes untargetable. Narcissus. Oh, there are more. If 3 or fewer librarians manage to negate the attack of the special combat page, gain 3 strength and 8 and haste. If 2 or less are alive, No. One or no negate. Oh. 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 If all librarians negate it. Right. So I need to survive this, and then she'll use a special combat page against all of them, and then they all need to block it for me to stand a chance. Exists for one scene. Give special combat pages to the librarian that defeats it. Okay. Yep. I need to up the lethality because I don't I don't have that now. Oh hell. Overcharge them, rip space. Okay. I had one build I loved that took great advantage of the car. Probably not the one you guys are thinking of. Right, what am I doing here? Yeah, I don't have the lethality. I'm generally built for longer battles, and that doesn't do well. I say that. I don't know that I'm even that. Alright, I guess we're going to have to all work together on crystals. Let's take the chance to charge a bit. Yeah. How you build is typically to drag out fights. I don't know if that's the way I put it. That sounds really negative, Luca. Yeah, I don't think there's any point trying to hit something if I can't hit it. Alright, I'm gonna... Alright, we're definitely gonna break one of these. Fucking what? I threw freaking 4 people at that one crystal, and it's like, oh, first hit broke it. Alright. Mass individual, road of gold. Oh, this is her charge attack. Okay. 10 to 12. Shit. Good luck. $10 to 12. I'm not going to block that. There's literally no point me trying to block that one. So no, we're done for. I can't do it. It's not going to happen, guys. We literally cannot do it. What do you have? Defensive dice +1. What do you have? Pierce dice +1 and defensive dice +1. Do you have anything that can do it then? No. Do you? No. Do you? No. Alright. Oh, each character that broke the crystal got a 15/15. I see. That's the trick to it. Alright, well, hit me. I'm done. Oh, bloody hell. That is brutal. Staggered everybody. Oh. Well. Go on then. Sad face. Alright. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna call it there. Alright, we'll have a very quick look at the other abnormalities so that I can hopefully build decks against them. Yesod. Funeral of Dead Butterflies. Bit of a step down. Hand of Salvation. Targets the enemy with the least HP. Prioritize targets with sealed dice. If all of a character's dice are sealed, they become staggered. If there's a staggered enemy, uses mass attack. So he's all about sealing dice. Targets the enemy, and I take it his card seal dice. Seal dice, yeah, okay. So he's all about sealing dice. Prioritize targets with sealed dice, and then staggers them and mass attacks. So I guess I just need to beat his stuff. Ranged and bind. Disarm. Okay. Alright, yep. I think I can handle that. Netzak. Alrioun. Yeah, I don't feel bad about the progress we made today at all. Oh, Luna. Luna has the Eugen thing. Breathless Atonement. The abnormality only takes damage from the librarian with the Laurel Wreath status. This character's attacks only deal stagger damage. If a librarian becomes staggered, they're instantly killed. Great. Starting from... Oh my... That's terrible. Oh no. But they all have broken dice. Weird. Starting from the scene to a petal blossom... petal blooms behind the abnormality at the start of each scene. If 3 petals, remove all of them and use a mass attack. Okay. Weird way of doing that, but alright. And upon becoming staggered, lose 40 HP and remove all petals. Oh, I see. That's how that's done. Yeah, now I'm with it. Takes no damage from burn or bleed. Interesting. And these guys. This character dies upon becoming staggered. This character's attacks only deal stagger damage. Takes no... So I take it they start off staggered? Weird. Okay. I might be able to just handle that as that is. King of Greed we looked at, and Warm-Hearted Woodsman. If a character has warm heart at the start of the scene, all librarians restore light to max. If the character, so if he has warm heart, each scene targets the character with the most light. Interesting. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. So I should be using like high cost cards, presumably, because then he doesn't gain anything from them. Upon defeating another character, restore 20% of max HP and 3 stack of warm heart. If the character has no warm heart, becomes staggered. Okay. Alright, that doesn't seem too bad. At the start of the scene, the amount of warm hearts is 0. Ah! Defeating another character doesn't have to be one of mine. So, he's gonna... Basically, he's gonna run out of warm hearts and kill off these guys, so I should be targeting them so that he has fewer things to kill off, at which point he'll start getting staggered every turn. Got it. I reckon we could do that as well. Alright, so... that is a fair bit to do next time, but we will be doing that next time. We made a lot of great progress today. Ego pages, they're cool. A lot of cool lore. Oh, stretchy. Right. So, I will be back next Wednesday to continue the Library of Ruina. We need apparently 16 more to get to whatever it is after Star of the City. So I will try and build some decks with the new things we got, the new thumb cards, probably, because they seemed really powerful. I don't know who's going to get them, I'll have to work that out later. It takes ages for me to build decks, but I have plenty of time now. So, thank you very much for watching. Oh yes, also I'm going to go through and see if I can fill up the passive attribution as well on everyone, if possible. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, check out my YouTube. All the VODs for this series and Lobotomy Corp have gone up on there. You should check those out. If you're watching on YouTube, check out my Twitch. Has sort of a quicker reaction time, basically. Either way, check out my social media, linked below the Twitch in the description of the YouTube stream. Join the Garen River Discord. We chat on there all the time about all sorts of stuff. You can also talk to each other about spoilers. And check out my Patreon. Pledges on there make a massive difference. That's also linked below the Twitch in the description of the YouTube stream. Thanks for the help, guys. Thanks for the discussion about stuff. Yeah, it was a good stream. Hello, future people. Goodbye, future people. And see you next week. Have a good weekend. I will catch you later. That was the wrong button. That's the button. Bye-bye. That's the button isn't working. The wrong button. That's the right button. Sorry, I completely forgot all the buttons. Bye-bye.